Good evening, everybody. It's Thursday Night Thriller Truck Series here from Iowa. The Field of Dreams are going to be the Field of Screams if none of these bottom four drivers of the top 12 can make it in. They're going to be crying their way back into the offseason, as tonight is our cutoff race here in Iowa. All right, I am your host with the most, KK. Go by Kevin, KKville. You call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. Come on. All right, we got ourselves a cutoff race here tonight, folks, at Iowa Speedway. So very exciting race. Looks like I'm showing 16. Looks like I'm showing 18 drivers tonight. All right, qualifying. I got you guys in here early because qualifying is going to be very important, because pole position gets you 2 bonus points. And with that being said, let's bring up our little standing sheet here. And this is a Thriller Series standing here. All right, so AJ and Owens won this round. They are in. AJ, actually big win there by AJ, as just kind of down there in points, won his way in with 87 points. So that gets him out of the cut. Oh, let me get this on something we can watch. My beer. Here we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so people that are in jeopardy, remember our top 8 are going to make it in the next round. So Opus is on the bubble, 76 points. Chris Calgill, Andrew Bolander, and Thomas Fox, all very capable of pointing their way in now. Robert Babcock has not raced his last 2. He's missed the race, and he's fallen back to 12th there. So if you look, their playoff points acquired, that is their playoff points they acquired during the season. So David Owens, just stomping the field, has added on 43 playoff points throughout the season. So that's why he is up there in the driver's seat, and he won himself in Talladega. So he's locked into the next round. AJ finishes locked into the next round. Hillman sits at 106 in third. Fourth is Novella at 98 points. Fifth is Patrick Calgill at 95 points. Matt Tucker's going to be in sixth, 81 points. Steve Lewis, 80 points. Joseph Vulpes, 76. Chris Calgill, 70. Andrew Bolander, 68. Thomas Fox, 68. Now remember, any of these 12 drivers, if they win tonight, would automatically put their way in. So if we have someone that's in the bottom of that bracket win, definitely kick someone out. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. As we're talking about points here, getting a shot. Always does, it says when people aren't around or stuff. Sorry about that. But welcome everyone in. I wanted to say thank you to the viewers and all the support from the community. Today we hit 150 subscribers. So shout out to you, the subscribers. Thank you guys. We did it. We hit 150, our first milestone. So very excited about that. We have a big race going to come up in February of next year. It's going to be right before the Daytona 500 on Valentine's Day. So that will go over really good with your wife or girlfriend. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern start. Lots of prizes. It's going to be an actual trophy I'm going to build for the winner. And we're going to have some prizes to give out randomly to the field that makes the top 40 drivers. Keep that in mind. Keep a lookout on our post on YouTube and all that good stuff. What else I got to say? If there's audio issues, or if I'm coming in too low, something's going on, please reach out to me in the chat, in the YouTube chat. I got an eye on it, so I can adjust it. I cannot hear the drivers, so pass the message along to someone, and I'll try to fix it. But what else I got to say? Okay, so our points. We got to go over our points. So qualifying, very important. Right now, Tucker at the top of the board. If he was to stay there, he would pick up 2 bonus points for this race. See where Owens hits in here. Owens comes in a little bit slower, almost 4/10 of a second slower. Going to be in 6th spot. Let's see if he can improve on this time. I think there's 5 minutes in qualifying. I'm not sure. I'm using a different mic tonight. I'm not using the Yeti. I'm going through a lot of changes over here in the studio. Oh man, I had a capture card. I was trying to make a capture card work. Wasn't working. Now I'm broadcasting from the rig. I built some crazy thing. Owens takes the pole. Plus 2 points for Owens. He doesn't need them. What a hog. Taking away 2 points from somebody. Let's see if anyone else can knock him off of here at the Iowa. Looks like it's going to be a night race tonight. Stage is at lap 60. Top 7 are going to get paid out. So obviously P1 at the stage gets 7 points. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, as so on. You lead the most laps, you get a point. You lead a lap, you get a point. You finish the race with a 0x, you get 2 points, and you get pole, you get 2 points. Okay, that's right. 31 is Patrick, 03 is Chris. Thank you, sir. Still have not clarified that there, Tim Mib. Okay, David Owens gets the pole. That's plus 2 points. Well, that's easy math. I don't got to worry about that. I'm going to try to keep track of the points for you guys as we get going throughout the race. I'm going to try to keep track of it. You guys let me know, too. You see someone score a bonus point, lead a lap out of our playoff drivers, maybe let me know in chat. That way I can add it to my little scoreboard here, and we're going to try to keep track of it. Not live with the standings thing, because I just jerry-rigged that right before the race. So, but yeah, appreciate you all being here. 135 laps today here at Iowa. Our bubble, Joseph Volpis, keep an eye on him. He's in the number 13. He's at 76 points. Drivers looking to battle their way into the top 8. That's going to be Chris Calgill, the number 03. He's at 70 points. Andrew Bolander. Andrew Bolander is in the number 11, and he sits at 68 points. Thomas Fox, going to be in that Miller Genuine Draft High Life Champagne of Beers 57 truck there. Love that paint job there by Thomas. And he sits at 68 points, tied with Andrew. So look to see guys above the cut line are in jeopardy. I'd say, so Patrick's at 95 points. I think he's okay, unless something monumentally goes wrong with his race, which it could happen. Remember, these guys do have a fast repair. Forgot about that. They have a crutch, fast repair. TV mix. Let's do TV mix. Get a different shot there of the trucks. Okay, Matt Tucker, 6th place, 81 points. Steve Lewis, 80 points, and then Joseph, 76. So those 3 are in jeopardy. Got to have a good race. All right, boys. Up at the top, there's Tucker. So if Tucker could win lead a lap, that's gonna be a bonus point. So we'll keep an eye on all that as we get ready to go here. All right, looks like they're finally getting gridded up. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, there's our little taking a break shot. Just want to make sure that works. We got our main shot. Put away the standings for now. Bring them up at a later time. But for now, let's get ready to go racing here at Iowa. It is a cooled off track. Got 135 laps here of exciting racing action. I'm going to turn down that racing audio a little bit. Oh boy, 7602. We got a David Owens and a Zach Winstead fan in here. Oh boy, giving the 11s out there to the chat. David's an 8 today. So, all right, green flag racing, restart zone. Oh, nope, sorry, pace car. Still going. I got a little excited there. I knew something was up, but there was a car still on the track. Guys, ate a burrito. Good size burrito. I'm not saying like a little burrito. I'm saying this thing was a good size burrito in about 10 minutes. And I might not be feeling too good. I pulled my shoulder eating the burrito. That's how fast I ate the burrito, guys. So bear with me. Hopefully we can make it through this broadcast without making an emergency run to the bathroom. But here we go. Pace car is still on the track, coming back down this Iowa beautiful track. Look at the shot here from the Farmers Only Tower. We're going to see if we get the Farmers Only blimp here later again today. Remember, folks, you don't have to be lonely. At farmersonly.com, that's right, the one and only place for all your farming needs, farmersonly.com. Oh, look at that beautiful 19 truck, DeWalt paint scheme. He's not registered on my thing at all, so we'll have to see what number he is. He came in here after the fact. But away we go, green flag racing. The green flag has dropped here at Iowa, and we're ready to rock and roll here. We're gonna put this thing on crashes and just kind of sit back. 3 wide, there's Patrick down low, 31, making his way past that. Got a 2-for-1 there, gets past Thomas Fox and Chris. Now he's working on the number 19. I think the 19 is Parham, Justin Parham. Great driver there in the 19. So we're gonna have to remember that the Walt car is Parham. Whoa, little loose. There's Zach there up in front of your view there, but we got 2x2 in the further way in the back. Owen's still leading right now. We're gonna keep my pin out. But then, there it is. We're gonna try to keep track of points here as it goes on. Oh, up into the wall there, Jeff Pfeiffer in the 85. The shot there, Thomas Fox, as those three are getting it situated underway. Great battle here. Oh, the 03, Chris loses it. He hangs on to it on the infield. Is that going to bring a caution out? No. Is he going to try to bring one out? You know what? He's not. It's a green flag. Green flag racing continuing as the 03 of Chris Cowgill loses it there. And we're still green flag racing. iRacing decided not to call the yellow there for Chris. That's detrimental. He has a stage break coming up, and that's not till lap 60. So we'll have to see if he can hang on to the lead lap and not lose too much more time, as that is detrimental, as Chris was down the 9th spot with 70 points. Looking from the outside in. All right, David Owens still has led every lap of this race, I believe. On board with Patrick right now, the 31 car. Taking a shot here. Now we're looking at a 2. Car starting to get a little bit more spread out. Only lap 5 out of 135 here. They come down the backstretch. There's a shot of Steve Louie, Captain Crunch himself. There's Kyle Anott, 988. Suicide prevention truck. Looking great out there using that higher line. Also likes using that higher line in the Cup cars, I've noticed too. But as you can tell here at Iowa, they got that newer paved black asphalt. That's got definitely more grip than the rest of the track up in the higher lanes. So you want to keep the track on that black asphalt. Get the best grip out of it. Tires were eating up here in the Cup cars. So we'll have to see how these boys handle this track. Handle the tires. These are different type tires in the Cup cars, obviously, or the radial design. So we'll have to see how these tires hold up, especially in the colder temps. Might not have as much of an issue there. As you see, Patrick in the 31 get a little loose there off of exit. David Owens still in first place right now. Oh, Tucker brings the gap, bridges that gap, looking underneath Owens right now. Let's get it off of this and let's head over to the leader, as the fight for the lead is really picking up here. There's Tucker looking underneath Owens. Side by side into one. Owens is going to use that high line. There goes Tucker driving it out underneath of him. Is he going to be able to clear? No, he's not going to be able to clear. Owens in the 8 able to power back on the outside with that higher momentum. Tucker going to try another shot. David Owens doing his best to pinch off the 25's exit. Owens is going to release to the wall, get a little bit ahead of steam, and hold on to the lead for now. The 25 and the number 8 car battling out. Oh, here comes Tucker. He's trying to clear now. Trying to clear on the outside, not able to do it. Tucker now edges out Owens. I'm not sure if he's led a lap just yet across the start-finish line. This might be it here for Tucker. He is going to clear Owens and give that man a bonus point for leading a lap, as now comes Owens back underneath Tucker, as he's going to do a crossover underneath the 25. They're still side by side, not being able to get this thing figured out. Shout out to Zach Panzarella there, back in 3rd place. Zach looking on the outside into the playoff picture completely. He was outed by a late minute win. I believe it was by Bolander that got himself in, the number 11 of Bolander. That's right, the FedEx truck or Yahoo truck back at that race was able to win his way into the playoffs and knock the number 12 out. As let's go back up to the front, as Bolander and Owens still have not figured this thing out yet. Great battle up front. And there's Zach Winstead in the 21 Red Bull machine up in front of these two. Tucker just hitting the wall just a little bit, leading some laps here. We're not going to know led the most laps. Maybe I can figure that out. You know what? I can later on. We could probably start really looking into it. But we're lap 14 out of 135. So far, so good. What's up to chat? Boogity boogity. Oh, yeah. Let's go. We got some Patrick Cowgill, Chris Cowgill fans out there. We got a David Owens and Zach Winstead fan. And we got a Daryl Waltrip fan. I hope that's who the right one that says boogity boogity. Oh my, I should know that. But let's take a look. We got any closer racing at the time? Yeah, Joseph Vulpes and Tommy Fox here. Joseph Vulpes, speaking of being like a fox as he's chasing down a fox. Vulpes won Monday Night Mayhem playoff race with a fuel mileage move that was able to get him the win. With Joseph winning himself into the round of 8 for Monday Night Mayhem for the Moonlight Racing League. So great job. Congrats to the 13, Joseph, as he did a great job with that strategy. All right, back up at the front, Kyle Lynott now looking underneath Zach Panzarella in the 12. Looking to make a move. Matt Tucker, looks like he's got 4/10 of a lead now over David Owens. They were able to get that situated here on lap 17. John Beverly in the 01 and then Steve Lewis of Captain Crunch. They're battling out further back in the pack. Steve has got to get going here. Steve cannot afford to have a lackluster race. It looks like Beverly got up in the wall a little bit. But remember, Steve Lewis in 7th spot right now with only 80 points. Chris Cowgill, we're going to check in on Chris after that hit. Chris isn't doing too bad. Chris is actually hanging on. Chris is hanging on, 14 seconds back, but he has not gone a lap down yet. So Chris doing a great job hanging on. He's got to survive to get to that stage caution, or if there's a natural caution that happens. Back here up with Patrick Cowgill. Patrick's under attack here by Justin Parham and Zach Panzarella there. He's meeting the middle. As we got lap 20 here, we're a third of the way to the stage break. Shot of the leader there, 25. Looks like everyone's pretty much single file, nothing too exciting. We had Chris lose it there. The 03 had a close call. Lost a lot of track position. That was back at lap 3. Let's take a look at this. This is back at lap 3. This is the Chris Cowgill incident, I believe. There's the 03. You can see him sliding across start finish line. Not a great shot there. My apologies of that one. Oh. There we go, back to live. I'm sorry about that. Got to get used to the buttons here. That's what happened to Chris, and then I'm pulling up. Let's see what happened to Zach. Something happened to Zach on lap 6. Let's see if we can do this one a little better. This was lap 6. Same kind of thing. Got loose, loops it. Yellow doesn't come out for that. So iRacing being pretty stingy with that as he gets it. Oh, saves it. Great job there by Zach. Great job, bud. In the session. Back to live. Okay, so that was back on lap 6. So we had similar incidents there. Cars coming out, and there's Owens diving into the pits. Owens is diving in. The 11 is pulling the plug, and he's the first car to bring it down the pit lane on lap 24. Let's see. We're going to keep it here on Owens and see if he puts tires on this vehicle. It might just be a splash and go. But I would be keeping an eye on is if you can get fuel with having more than half a tank of fuel in, because then you're only going to take 1 can of gas and be there least amount of time. So let's see. It looks like it's going to be fuel only, and there goes Owens. Great pit stop there by Owens. We're going to have to see how that all cycles out, but that was a 6.6 second stop there by Owens, fuel only. All right, let's take a look back at some exciting racing we got going on. Okay, Kyle and Knott now bringing it down pit lane. Looks like Jeff Pfeiffer bringing it down. Beautiful shot here of pit lane. All right, our leader, Matt Tucker, in some traffic. That's not Matt. There's Matt. Matt is not in traffic. Matt is looking pretty good right now up front, leading some more laps. He's got a 3-second lead over Panzarella. That did put Owens, Kyle Knott, and Zach down a lap. Owens being the first one to do it, though, puts him in an advantageous position, because if there was a caution, he would be the lucky dog. So it's something to keep in mind for all you folks at home. You know, being the first one to come down pit road, yes, it is risky, but if you are the first one, you are capable of being the lucky dog if something were to happen. So that is a bailout. But like someone like Kyle Knott, Jeff Pfeiffer, it's not looking so pretty. Oh, as the 08 there slows down tremendously of Alex Hillman. Alex Hillman right now, 106 points. He's the third driver behind David Owens and AJ Binish with a win. So that was a shot of the 08 there from our farmersonlyblimp.com. Once again, I want to say thank you to farmersonly.com, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. If you're lonely, sitting at home alone at home, farmersonly.com, you don't have to be lonely. Give them a ring. And thank you for providing all these blimp shots year after year here on the Vortex Racing Network. And what a suited sponsor for our blimp here as we're at Iowa. The farmers all around. This is the Farmers Only home race here in Iowa. All right, AJ Binish here bringing it in. Won at Pocono after the leaders decided to have a wreck fest and give up their shot at the win. AJ comes through with 4 fresh tires at Pocono, wins that race, and puts himself in the next round. That was the first race of our playoff series. All right, Matt Tucker here, still leading some laps. Lap 32, there's the 08 Hillman coming back out of the track. Panzarella still 3.7, 3.6 away. Parham, 5 seconds back. As Tucker doing a great job, just using that low lane, doing really well. David Owens with that splash and go last ran. Let's see what his last lap was. 23:27. Matt Tucker's running a 23:28, a 24:07. Oh, Hillman up into the wall. Hillman having trouble. He is all over the place right now. As Alex has got to get that control of that 08. I don't know something. Oh, there goes Binish. Binish spinning it. Is that the yellow we need that drivers are calling for? No, he hits the wall. Playoff driver just toes it. Wow, exit out of 4 has been crazy tonight. Lots of incidents happening there. All right, still no yellow. We've had 3 chances of a yellow to no chagrin. All right, let's see if we can pick up. Not showing AJ Binish's wreck. We are live, so make sure, yes. Doing this broadcast stuff every once in a while, you forget to go back live. All right, right now, closest battle on track is this one with Joseph Fulpis and Kenneth Redinger in the 24. Turkey Hill Iced Tea. I'm not sure if I'd want iced tea from Turkey Hill. I'd be concerned about why there's a hill named after turkeys. I'd be concerned about that question first before I started drinking any iced tea from Turkey Hill Iced Tea. I'm just saying. Speaking of turkeys, I want to big shout out to Foster Farms and Butterball Turkeys. It's Thanksgiving time, folks. Remember, get your turkeys early, get them fresh. If you're deep frying your turkeys, make sure they're thawed out. before putting them in that oil. You don't want any ice up in those cavities, or you're not going to be having a very happy Thanksgiving. Shot at Chris Cowgill here. I'm sorry, Patrick. I feel like I'm so want to get their names right that now that I'm focusing on it so much. There's Parham, and there is Redinger, both bringing it into the pits. Lap 39. Two drivers bringing those two trucks in. Matt Tucker still out there putting the laps down. Has extended his lead over Zach Panzarella by 4 seconds now. That's about 3/10 of a second from the last time we checked in. Patrick Cowgill 6 seconds back. Looks like Tucker's got this thing dialed in. And Tucker, let's take a look at Matt. So Matt is sitting in 6th place right now. Has led a lap. Definitely has led the most laps now in this early stage of the race. So he's sitting in 6th spot before this race with 2 bonus points now. Looking pretty good as he's continuing to draw the distance. Owens and company still a lap back. Be interesting how long Tucker can go. We'll keep an eye on how long he can make it, and that will give us an idea of fuel windows for these trucks. Okay, Eagle Maniac 1303. Don't throw shade on Turkey Hill. It's good tea. Okay, all right, man. I'll take your word for it. I'm just curious, like, are you brewing the tea with like a turkey leg? Is it an actual tea bag? I'm really confused because there's a lot of turkeys going on with that car, and I'm kind of just curious there exactly why there's so much turkey going on with this tea. But it is looking refreshing. I'm going to be honest with you. The yellow, the brew tea, looking good. Kenneth Redinger out there. All right, back to our leader, Matt Tucker. Still trucking. Tucker is still trucking. Mr. Pibb Machine, the Chevy Silverado, trying to rebound from the Pocono race where him and the 31 of Patrick got together and wrecked in Pocono on the last lap and given A.J. Binish that win. Speaking of A.J. Binish right now being showed where he's out. He towed it. I think we saw him tow it instantly. Zach Winstead is out. Steve Fugit is out. Jeff Viper a lap down. Owens a lap down. First car in a lap down is Owens. Let's check in on David. There's a shot at the number 8. 15 laps to go to the stage break. All right, here comes Zach Panzarella and Joseph Vulpes down pit road. Looks like maybe Joseph had a better pit lane entrance there than Zach. All right, so that was lap 45. Is that the window? Let's see how much further Matt can go. Looks like splashes and goes for everybody. Justin Parham had a 14-second stop. Alex Hillman had a 15-second stop. Last times, they are hauling the mail, 23.3, so they're running a second faster. Okay, Matt Tucker's bringing it in, lap 47. All right, Patrick still trucking, leading the lap, getting that bonus point. Chris Cowgill, John Beverly, all in pits. Patrick hangs on and gets it. Oh, he hangs on to that car before he hits the water barrels. Great job there by Patrick. 31 led a lap, gets the bonus point, all-important bonus point as he brings it in. And that's lap 47. So, folks, so we're going to say 47 laps is our target window here. All right. Matt. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I'm showing Matt Tucker. Is he still the leader after pitting, doing a splash and go? Yeah, it's showing he is. Oh, Owens 2 seconds behind. So Tucker is just kicking. He's just a Mother Tucker. That's all it is. He's Mother Tucker and everyone out there, teaching them a lesson right now at Iowa as he came in latest to pit. He Justin Parham now, remember, 23.56s. He's running a half a second faster. There's 10 laps to go, and he's 7 seconds back of Matt Tucker. That is our next man. This is the man on the mission. 4 freshies. Can he get stage points? Justin Parham is not a part of our playoff picture tonight, but he's in here for the trophy. 10 laps to go. Let's see how far Parham can make up on these fresh tires. Zach Panzarella, slash and go. Kenneth Ranger took 4 tires. Alex Hillman took 4. Okay. There's a shot at David Owens trying to track down Tucker, but not looking like he's going to be able to make it. There's Beverly in the upper shot, getting up out of the way for old number 8. 9 laps to go to the stage. Remember, we're going to be paying the top 7. Patrick Cowgill just hit fastest lap right there, number 31. He put on 4 tires. Can he get? He's got 8 laps to get to the top 7 to get some stage points. We're going to have to keep an eye on Patrick, see if that plan is going to pay out for him. Or if he stays out at the yellow. We'll have to see. But that is a set of tires there for number 31. All right, we're going to go TV mix. We'll go to exciting. Every time I hit exciting, you know who it goes to? Turkey Hill iced tea, guys. That's how good that iced tea is. That it's that exciting. The iRacing's like, oh, hit the camera on that number 24. It's so exciting because he's looking underneath Kyle Lynott right now. 4th position. Kenneth Ranger up 11 spots from the beginning of the race. Looking like he's had a couple glasses of that Turkey Hill iced tea. Uh-oh, shots fired in chat. Milos is better. Milos must be another iced tea from the east. It's us West Coasters, I've never heard anything like that. Patrick Cowgill just ran his fastest lap at 23:16. That's the fastest lap of the race. And there is not a bonus point for that, by the way. Oh, man. Oh, John gets a little loose off exit there, off the wall, trying to get out of the way. 56 here out of 135. Green flag racing all the way since the green flag. We're going to be due for our caution here with our stage break at lap 60. Remember, the top 7 get stage points from 7 down. Top 7 get points starting at 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys kind of get the idea there. You have 18 drivers tonight. 3 have already bowed out. That's AJ Binish got loose. Zach Winstead has some damage, and Steve Fugit, the admin, not in the race as of now. Let's take a look at Patrick. We were talking about him. He's at 8th place, battling on those fresh tires, trying to finally, there you can see the number 31 getting underneath Joseph Volpes, getting into the stage point. That's 1 bonus point there if he can keep P7, but he wants more. As Cowgill's got Zach Panzarella now in his sights and Kyle Lynott in that 98. And there is Patrick making that pass for P6, gaining him now 2 bonus points here for the stage break. Now he's got Kyle Lynott in his sights. Can he get another one here before the yellow flies? Matt Tucker out to a comfortable lead. Justin Parham taking over 2nd. Justin Parham on those freshies did catch up. So great job there from Justin, good strategy, but just maybe he should have took him a little bit sooner, maybe to get that 2-second gap closer. Tucker though, man, I'm gonna give him, so let's say led a lap, he's led the most laps, that's another +1. And if he wins this stage, which Matt Tucker looks like he's going to do, that's going to be +7. So Matt Tucker looking pretty fine right now. And there's your yellow. All right, Zach Panzarella. out. Kyle not out. Patrick Cowgill got 5th. Okay. David Owens got 4th. It's got 4th. Matt got 1st. We don't care about Owens because he's already in. What we do care about, though, is Joseph Volpis not getting any stage points there. Chris Cowgill, though, able to stay on the lead lap, catch back up from that earlier incident. So good job from Chris, not going multiple laps down. Steve Lewis. What's Steve Louis doing? Is he getting his lap back? Not sure what Louis doing. Okay, so everyone's coming in. Matt Tucker's taking tires. He did not put a set on, but Justin Parham did take a set of tires. Patrick did put a set of tires on. Let's see what they do. Let's go with Parham first. I'm just curious. Yeah, there goes the tires on, which makes, I mean, I get it. I'm just more of like, did you guys just see that? The old switcheroo, old Silverado. So Patrick putting fuel only, put on 4 freshies when he pitted. Gonna stay out here and see what that fresh air can do to that truck. Matt Tucker's gonna come out of the pit, putting on those 4 tires. So now Patrick's gonna be on the same tire strategy set-wise as the rest of the field, but not lap-wise, if you know what I'm trying to say here. Okay. Let's go to our little thing here I got. There's my music back. All right, all right. I'm a big music guy. I need to have some music. All right, so if you guys haven't heard yet, which I'm sure you haven't, here's our schedule. We're basically showing races Monday through just all week long, guys. We got races going on. Especially Monday nights, we got the doubleheader. We are on doubleheader. We got the ARCA series at 8:30 Eastern. Then we go in the Monday Night Mayhem. And then we got the Drive for 5, baby. The Drive for 500. We're looking to do 500 subs as our goal by February 14th. That is our Drive for 500. We're going to be having a full-length, I'm going to say full-length Daytona race on Valentine's Day. So if you're looking for a reason to break up with your girlfriend, get a divorce from your wife, cause problems in the household, join us on February 14th for the Daytona 500. We're trying, I think it's going to be a full-length race, but we're going to be giving out a big trophy. I'm making it from KK Woodscapes. It's going to be something sizable, something that you're going to want to join and participate in. And we're going to have a couple prizes and things to give away during the race. So keep that in mind. Keep out for posts and information. I'm going to have a sign-up form coming out for that later. So keep your eyes glued to the Vortex Racing Network as we'll get you more information on all. Oh, we don't want that. We want the music down. Sorry about that. Oh, David Owens speeding penalty. Okay. Well, nothing he can't bounce back from. And the guy's already won his way in. So I really don't want to hear it. No. You're not that far back there. I can still see you I still see you back there. All right, Patrick Cowgill, 31 old tires against Tucker on the outside. Let's see what happens here, folks. Big jump. Aladaco's on the inside from Justin Parham. 3 wide with old Redinger there in the Turkey Hill Ice Tea machine. Is that Mr. Pibb? It's going to be a battle of the beverages here and tool companies. So let's see what Patrick can do here on these old tires with fresh, clean air. Using the outside lane, Tucker. It's a good place to defend on the outside. At least that's what all the videos tell me that I watched. As those tires are not going to have anything for Tucker. As Tucker's going to just blow the doors off the 31 here probably. I say probably. I can just kind of feel it. There's the pass, and there is your leader again. But let's see if it's going to be a net gain there for Patrick. See if he can keep this track position until maybe another yellow comes out, or a pit stop cycle, or just get on a different strategy. Because that's what it's all about. Parham, Joseph Volpis there battling out right behind Kenneth Redinger. Shot of Zach Panzarello there in that Daily Driver's Inc. machine with the VRN logo. Shout out there to Zach. Appreciate the love and support. Zach is one of the main guys behind all this Vortex Racing Network broadcasting. He's really taken the horse by the reins and led the direction pretty well there from old Zach. So glad Zach has been a big part of this driving force behind what we've been able to do for everyone here at the Vortex Racing Network. Ooh, Zach up in the wall there a little bit. There's a shot of the 19. I like that paint job, only if it had the right number on it. Okay, so Patrick Cowgill slipped back to third. Oh, a little touch there. DeWalt and the Cinnabay one. Lewis needs to get on his horse. Lewis in P7. Only 10 points above the cut line. I'd say the guys on the bubble haven't really changed all that much. None of those guys really got any stage points, so Vulpes did not, Chris did not, so just keep an eye on that. You're looking at 8th, 7th, and 6th, Tucker, Lewis, Vulpes, Chris Cowgill, and you're going to keep an eye on Bolander and Fox and Cowgill to try to get their way in. All right, Joseph Vulpes is trying to make his way up to third place, just battling out there with the iced tea machine. Kyle Anott now has gained on Tucker. Kyle Anott, I know this is one of his favorite tracks. He loves sponsoring it there each time we go here. So shout there to Kyle and the suicide prevention awareness machine there, 988. Remember, that is the hotline number there for the suicide prevention. If you're ever a bad spot, need someone to talk to, dial that number and will help and assist you any way they can. As we got a great battle here between Joseph and the Ice Team Machine and Kenneth Redinger. These two have been side by side here, not giving either one an inch here. And that's just what the leaders want to see. That's helping them gain a little bit more ground, as Kenneth is doing a great job on the outside lane. Gives up a little mid-corner, but gains it back on the backstretch. Joseph is having a hard time powering out, as these two are neck and neck here. Joseph wants to clear just so badly, but unable to get it. Needs to use a little bit more of the track on exit. So we want Joseph it here on this great battle here. Oh, there's a little bit of a wiggle from Kenneth, hits the safer barrier wall. This is Joseph's chance here to capitalize. Not sure if he's going to be able to do it here. No, not just yet. He's pitching himself down more than he needs to, though. You can see Kenneth giving him room on the outside. Joseph needs to use it. Get up there, Joe. Get up there in front of that man. There you go, buddy. Oh, my. That was a close one there. Joe kind of hesitating in no man's land. Kenneth finally gives it up there to Joe. Joe takes over P3. Joseph, remember, 8th position here on the bubble. A great finish like this, if he can keep up here in the top, will make sure he's in this round. As he's only 4 points behind Steve Lewis and Matt Tucker. And speaking of Tucker, Tucker has been teaching everyone how to drive this track right now, but he is under duress from Kyle Lynott. He was. I think Kyle might have burned up his stuff trying to chase down the 25 machine. You can see there the gap there between the two. You saw how close Kyle did get. Now that gap has even gotten greater. Great battle there for P3 with Joseph, Kenneth, and Justin Parham there in the 19. There's Zach Panzarello running in 6th place. Tommy Fox, David Owens, Bolander. Okay, guys, we're gonna just kick it here for a second. Crank it up a little bit. As we're all spread out here in Iowa, lap 85 at 135. Sit back, relax, enjoy the vibes, and let's go along a ride with the number 8 of Owens. Two time. As Owens makes the pass there on Bolander. All right, Tucker. So being a mother, Tucker. 2-second lead up front. What else we got going on here? Okay, so let's do some math. Lap 60 was the stage. We had trucks coming in at lap 47. So if they pitted, came out, let's say, 62. It's 109. Yeah, we're gonna say 109. So maybe in 20 laps, we're gonna be starting to see some pit stops, and then, or you want to count backwards, 47 minus 135, your pit window would open up. $88, so it should be open now. Yeah. So pit windows are open. Look for guys to bring it in for one more stop. We can do 47 laps. That would get you to 137. So keep that in mind. It's these guys, if there's a caution comes out or we get a pit stop, they can make it to the end. And there we go, Patrick Calgill. Bring it in, that 31 machine. First truck to bring it in. 31, Patrick Calgill. Sitting in 5th position, 95 points in the playoffs. Nicely put. Looking for his first win this season still, the 31. Looking to make something happen here with this early pit stop. Putting on the right side tires. Let's see if it's right sides only or lefts and rights. It's going to be all 4 for the CTNN B1 machine. Connect and cure. And there he goes. Off to the races. Let's see now what Patrick can do. Gonna have a nice undercut. I don't know if it's enough of undercut to catch up to Tucker, but we're gonna see what he can do. Z is definitely motivated. That 31 machine for a win this season. And playoff points do keep accumulating until the championship round of 4 drivers. So if you were to win, it would also give him some bonus points for that as well going into the next round. Shot at Kyle Anott. Let's see what else we got going on track. Tommy Fox and Andrew Bolander in the 11. Chris Cowgill, one of our playoff drivers below the cut, in 9th. He is chasing down Vulpes. Vulpes is in 3rd. His next victim, I'm going to say it's going to be Steve Lewis. Steve Lewis has 80 points above going in this round. Lewis is in 13th position. But you can see Lewis is only a spot behind Chris. So as long as he can keep, there's a 10-point difference there between Steve and Chris before this race. So as long as old Louis can keep Chris in his sights, should be okay. Where's Andrew Bolander though? Andrew Bolander running 9th. Andrew's at 68 points. He's 12 points back of a Steve Louis. Lots of points to make up here, especially if they're not going to be winning any laps led, because Matt Tucker has signed, sealed, and delivered the most laps led probably in this race. Look at the 57 and the 11 working on each other here. And it looks like the 11's trying to give him that spot. And there goes Tommy. Oh, Tommy just doesn't have the exit speed to get back up in front of Andrew safely. All right, Patrick just ran a 23:42. There is the man on the mission right there, trying to chase down, make as much speed as he can before your leaders come in. Remember, he had older tires. Decided to go back out there, see what he could do. Now he's going to be the first one to pit. Makes sense. Get on those fresh tires. Try to make something happen here. Just a shot at those standings, what I'm talking about. Tucker in 6th position on your screen on the right. First in the race right now. He's in the driver's seat. I think he's going to be okay. Drivers you need to keep a lookout for are going to be Steve Lewis here in the Captain Crunch machine. Steve Lewis sits E7. Joseph Vulpes was on the bubble. But the way Joseph has been driving. Oh, and here comes the pit stops. Look at that speed from Owens in the back, and that's going to bring Chris Cowgill in as well. Okay, does Steve follow Chris in? Nope, he doesn't. All right, so Chris, David Owens, and Joseph Vulpes bring it on in. I was going to say Joseph Vulpes is on the bubble, 6 points above Chris. And Bolander, 8 points above him. He's running in 3rd for this pit cycle, so look for him having a strong night tonight. Okay, left sides go on. Here goes the right sides for Chris. And the 13 is away. Zach Panzarella, Tommy Fox, and now Steve Louis comes in. Matt Tucker still out there leading laps. Matt would love a win. That would just give him a little more playoff points there going into the next round. There you have it, folks. No natural cautions this race. Unbelievable. Don't mean to jinx it here, but a lap 104 at 135. The laps are just ticking by. As Matt Tucker has just been a one-man band, leading lap after lap. Kenneth Redinger in the 24. Gonna cycle. He's at P2 right now. He still hasn't pitted. Top 5 have not pitted yet. I'm showing the first man back out on the track after those pit stops is Joseph Vulpes. Patrick Cowgill get what he wanted out of that early pit stop. And here comes your leader. Matt, bring it. Oh, Matt just hangs on to it. 25 machine bringing it on down. All right, we'll have to see how he cycles out. Still have your top 4 have not pitted. These guys are probably just going to run it out till it runs out of gas, looking for a caution. There's Parham up in the wall. Look out. David Owens working on Zach Panzarella. These two have had history. Not so much recently as calmer heads have you know that saying. Oh, Owens hangs on to it into the infield. Puts that car back on track. No yellow as Owens in number 8 doing a little bit of lawn care there here at Iowa. All right, Andrew Bolander finally brings in that number 11 Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace Toyota Tundra. The Ice-T machine finally getting his well-deserved spotlight, leading some laps here for Turkey Hill Ice-T. Tastes like Thanksgiving with every sip. Turkey Hill. Justin Parham here, supposed to be the 29, running the 19 DeWalt scheme. I don't know about you guys, but man, I love me some tools. Here comes Kenneth bringing in that number 24. Matt Tucker cycles out in front of Joseph Vulpes. Vulpes with that undercut did make some time on Matt, but Matt just being so efficient there with his time. You can see how he gets that left front onto the white paint. This is Matt's race to lose. As Tuck, I can see it on the side of his door there on the roof rail. Tuck is just, you know what? He's tucking these boys to bed right now. And it makes a lot of sense. As you get the pit stops as Alex Hillman, Justin Parham bringing it in. Matt Tucker will take over the lead after this cycle's out here with 25 laps to go here in Iowa. Remember, folks, we have leagues throughout the week we cover. We have tonight's Thursday. Tonight is the Thursday Night Thriller Truck Series, and that is a league of the Moonlight Racing League. On Friday nights, the Moonlight Racing League also has an ARCA series you can get involved with. Contact Joseph Vulpes. He is an admin for that series. You can contact us here at Vortex Racing Network. Leave a comment in the chat if you're looking to get involved in any of these leagues we cover. We're always looking, the leagues are always looking for new members, and there's skills for each and every one of you out there looking to get involved. If you're a brand new seasoned vet, something for everyone, basically, is what we're trying to say. Keep that in mind here, and don't be afraid to reach out to us on our YouTube channel. That's where most of our attention is put onto. But we do have a Facebook page, and we do have an Instagram. Just look up Vortex Racing Network, and I'm sure you can find it. Just reach out to us. As Matt Tucker leading here, 23 laps to go. What do we got going on here? Let's take a look at our playoff contenders that we need to keep an eye on. Steve Louie. We're going to bring up the points again for you guys, just so you guys can see it. I don't know if this is annoying or not, or if it helps, but just let me know, and let me know. Put it in the suggestion box of what you guys want. All right, Steve Louie started the night out in 7th. Right now he's running in 12th. His closest people that he needs to look out for is Chris Cowgill, because Vulpes is gonna wipe the floor with him probably if nothing happens. So Vulpes is gonna jump up some spots over Lewis, I believe. Lewis is running 12th. Vulpes is in 2nd, so that's 10 points. Let's say if it's 10 points, Joseph would go to 86. It might be even. Never know. So Chris Cowgill, where's Chris at? Chris is running 10th. Chris doing a great job. Needs to try to pick up a couple more spots to make this thing close. And then Andrew Bolander running 11th. So all mid-back cars, they're going to need a better finish. And then you got Thomas Fox running in 13th too. So all those cars on the cut line running mid-pack. Need to see some of these guys have a big jump to really get going, as there's Tommy Fox looking to make a pass on Louis, but not going to be enough if this race keeps playing out the way it is here at Iowa. All right, I am checking in on our, what am I checking in on? I lost track of what I was doing, guys. Good battle here, though. Tommy Fox going to see where they're racing next week is what I'm trying to do. How do you guys like this mic? I don't know. Using my headset, I feel like I don't have to worry about trying to talk into my Yeti. I know it doesn't sound as good probably, but maybe you can just hear me better because the mic's right in my mouth. Hey, wait now. All right, skip. All right, Texas is next week. Texas. So the round of 8 is going to be at Texas here. 17 laps to go left in this race. Steve Louis under duress there. He was passed by Tommy Fox. Tommy Fox putting a clinic on right now. Needs to keep passing cars, though, to have a chance to bring his way in. It's going to be a long shot, though. The track position is king if the yellow was to come out. Back up at the front, Matt Tucker still dominating, 2 seconds over Vulpes as he's going to lap Steve Louis there. Lewis is the lucky dog for now till Tucker gets the Pfeiffer. Tucker is just putting on a clinic. There's a shot at Patrick. Patrick's going to look good. He looks like he's going to make his way to the next round. Not the result he wants. I know he's always looking to make a win. Oh, thank you, sir. Eagle Maniac, 1303. Ooh, I don't know why I'm looking forward to New Hampshire. I like broadcasting those races. Intermediates are cool. I'd like the short tracks, though, for some reason. I know there's a lot of yellows sometimes, but it just feels like a little more action or a little more strategy can happen. Hard to keep track of, though. All right, there's our shot of our leader. 14 laps to go. Mr. Tucker himself. Because we didn't have any yellows tonight, guys, I'm going to just... I don't have any audio for this, you guys. It's not good. I'll work on that. I want to hear the cars still. That shot. Okay. All right, we're not going to mess with that because I don't want to break anything. We're so close to the finish. I don't want to break anything, but great battle here. Sorry, guys. Kenneth Ranger now, the 24 Turkey Hill machine. Looks like he's trying to close in the gap on the 988 here. Trying to get the Ice-T machine to a P4. Looking good. On his way to a podium, maybe. Kenneth Ranger at 24. Turkey Hill. Turkey Hill doesn't always sponsor this 24 machine, but when they do, they mean business as they're bringing... ice-blooded Kenneth Ranger with some Ice-T in his left hand, the shifter in the right hand. I don't know how he's steering it, but you can see he is sipping that ice cold Turkey Hill Ice-T as he's trying to pass Zach Panzarella in his sights for P3. Joseph Vulpes has been losing seconds, I'm sorry, but he's got a nice second place, going to secure his spot into the next round to secure his 8th place or better. 9 laps to go. Kyle Anant losing more spots, eating up those tires, and then there's Kenneth. Kenneth looking to put the move on the 12. Looks to the inside into turn 1. Zach's going up high. I think Zach's he knows it's over. Knows he doesn't got nothing for that 24 machine. Oh, he's going to battle back on the outside. Kenneth's going to pinch him up top. Here they go, diving in into 3. Kenneth doesn't get all the way to the bottom. Parham does on the bottom to get a little better run. Oh, now Zach's under duress to get passed up by Parham on the inside. 7 laps to go here. Tucker out to a 4-second lead for the win. Vulpes getting chased down here by Redinger, but Redinger back 2 seconds. The real battle here is between the 19 now, or the 29, and Zach Panzarella. Zach's wearing out tires. Can Kyle make a comeback? Okay, further back in the pack, Patrick trying to make the pass on the 08 of Alex Hillman. Alex Hillman, one of our broadcasters for ARCA series on Monday nights, the race before the doubleheader. Oh, Patrick gets a little out of sorts there. Gonna lose a lot of time there out of 2. As that tire strategy is not really paying off for him with this green flag racing. 18 drivers tonight, 3 out of the race due to incidents, but did not cause a yellow flag. Matt Tucker been in control all race long, putting on a clinic. If you want to know how to run Iowa in a truck, you make sure you rewatch this broadcast and take a look at that number 25 machine as the Mr. Pibb Extra. It's not Mr. Pibb, it's the Pibb Extra. I don't know what the extra is, but whatever it is, Matt Tucker's got it as he's putting down the smack on the rest of this field. 4 laps to go, 3 as he crosses here at Iowa. Justin Parham working his way back to Kenneth, trying to take away that podium. Turkey Hill wants to get that truck onto the podium. They only come out once a year, and this is their chance to shine, trying to get this thing on the podium. You know he's not going to be popping champagne. He's going to be popping iced tea bags into his water. His Parham is all over the back bumper there, looking for that P3. 2 laps to go here at Iowa. There's our leader, Matt Tucker, coming down the backstretch here, entering turn 3 and 4, making his way out of 4 and into, God forbid anything, last lap. Next flag ends the race, but Matt Tucker going to be racing his way into the round of 8 at Texas. 1 lap to go here, final lap. Justin Parham, Kenneth Redinger now, best battle on track for a podium. Oh no, Kenneth, we're rooting for you. Get that Turkey Hill machine into the podium. They're racing down the backstretch. Matt Tucker, your winner here at Iowa. Joseph Vulpes going to be bringing up P2. Crosses the start-finish line. There is your battle for P3. Ice Tea Machine gets it. Zach Panzarella, Kyle and Alex Hillman. Patrick Cowgill crosses the line. David Owens loses control, gets it back. John Beverly, Andrew Bullander, Chris Cowgill in the 03. Tommy Fox and Jeff Pfeiffer and Steve Louie 14th. I don't know, folks. I think, where did Andrew Bullander finish? Ooh, I don't know. It's going to be tough. We're going to have to wait for the admins to get a report. Let me see if we can do some interviews and see if I can get the team to get, come on, get a better shot of this guy. That's not what the fans want to see. Oh, Matt Tucker just destroying that Mr. Pibb machine. They're not planning on running that truck again this year. All right. Let's let me get on here on the old Discord. See if I can get someone to get me the stats. I'll message Joe. Give me 1 second. Let me message Joe and see if I can get him to Nader points for us. All right. Winner, Matt Tucker. Joseph Vulpes brings up P2. Joseph's been on a tear. Couple wins. P2. Man, this guy, nothing this guy can't do. All right, we're going to take it to our take a break screen. I'm going to let you guys take a look at some of this while I get the interviews ready for y'all. Oh my! All right, you got some updated. Okay, I got some people in the broadcast booth. Give me a second here, folks. You know what? I'm gonna bring Zach in. Mr. Zach Panzarelli, you got a copy, sir? Oh, hold on, Zach. Hold on, buddy. All right, go for it, Zach. You there?
Yes, sir. How's it going, man?
Good, man. Zach, I need you to let me know how your race went. We'll go over anything you need to get off your chest, and let us know about anything coming up for you while I get these points updated so I can show them on screen.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a fun race. Definitely a clean one. I think we went caution free there. That went by so fast. But yeah, a lot of fun. I missed the old Iowa. I would bring back that giant bump on the entry of 1 if it didn't mean that stupid paving. It just makes it so sketchy on the exit of the corners. So definitely an exhausting track. But yeah, just tried to keep it clean all day, have a better race than I did last week. And yeah, just the undercut did not seem to have any strength there. Thought maybe I could hold on to a podium position, but the overcut was way better. Those guys were real quick, so couldn't do anything to hold off Redinger and Parham at the end there. But definitely had a lot of fun today. Solid day for sure.
Yeah, they were really quick, and it was interesting to see. Like, I know Matt just had pure speed, and long run speed, and he just came in before the stage, ran it long, popped off of fuel, got going. And you had some guys like Patrick, and then Zach. Did you take tires or that first stage before?
No, I did not.
Okay, so we had Patrick take tires. I think Parham took tires, and it was cool to see them try to work their way up. I think Parham did the best out of everyone with fresh tires. I think he got up to P2 or P3, so on fresh stuff. So he did a good job with his strategy. Too bad doesn't fall for any points. It doesn't really do him any good, but it's just still the idea of it, I guess. But and then Zach, do you want to go over the ARCA series you have going on right now for Monday nights, and then when your truck series might be starting up for Wednesdays?
Yeah, so the ARCA series just started this Monday, I should say. Had a lot of fun. That was a really, really cool race. Those cars are insane. They're just so much fun to drive. So had a blast. And then we're going to Iowa on Monday. So we are still deciding. We'll probably take a driver vote if we're going to do the new or old configuration. So we'll decide on that. I think the officials are going to the old, so we might end up there. But either way, that's going to be a really cool race. So yeah, we still have a few spots left if anyone wants to race there. You can reach out to me, Kevin Kyle over here, Patrick Cowgill, really anyone on the VRN team can get you set up there. But that's going to be a lot of fun. Got a 2.5K max I rating over there, so a lot of opportunity to win. Not as many aliens as you have on Thursdays and Monday nights, the Cup Series. And then yeah, the Truck Series will be starting back up in February, probably shortly after the drive for 500.
Oh,
so over here in VRN, yeah. So if not the same week, so that's going to be awesome, and that's going to be a longer season this year. I think last year we did a 10 race regular season and a 6 race chase. I think we're going to go like 15 and maybe a 10 race chase. So really excited for a longer season and hope we can do even better numbers then. But yeah, I only have running one league at a time in myself right now. So yeah,
no, it's amazing. I'm amazing how much stuff you got going on. All of us, even Joseph and everyone that's involved. So yeah, great job, man. Way to keep your league going, and I'm sure you will have bigger numbers going hands with you. So yeah, great race, Zach. Good seeing you on the track, not throwing in the towel. This guy's hell out there each week, buddy.
Oh hell yeah, man! Having a lot of fun, and yeah, I gotta go for there might not be a best of the rest, but there is to me, and I'm winning it. So I'm gonna keep trying that the best I can.
Right on. All right, Zach. Thank you, man.
Thank you, guys.
No problem, man. Have a good night, Zach. All right, that was Zach Panzarella with the DDR machine. Daily Drivers Inc. Let's get. I know Matt won. Joseph got second. Let's go with Patrick. All right, let's bring in Mr. Patrick Calgo. Hey, Patrick, how's it going, sir? We saw you take tires there for the stage. Didn't work out quite as well as you probably would have wanted, and then the stage break did happen. Looks like you just topped off with fuel and sent it. Were you hoping for a yellow? Were you hoping to hold on to the track position and get a yellow flag there? Or what was your idea going for there?
I didn't really have an idea. I suck at Iowa since they did the repave, so I was just trying to wing it try something different that I haven't done before, see if it helped at all, but obviously it didn't. I mean, I'm still happy with 8th place, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, you made your way in. I'm looking at the this very crudely done Sim Racer Hub scoring session, and let's see where you finished here. You did make the chase. That's all that matters. Made it in, and you have your bonus points. Which, you know what? Let's see. No, I can't bring up the bonus points yet. We'll just wait for all that math.
I have 22. So
okay, so 22.
I'll be restarting 3rd.
Okay, cool. Right on. That's good. Yeah, you're in a good spot. You made it. You know, just a normal night out there. I know you were looking for your first win this season. I know I am. Been up front a lot. But yeah, nice clean race tonight. Just had the one yellow flag for the stage break. Had a couple cars get loose off of 4, it looked like, going towards the start-finish line. AJ Binish had some trouble. Zach Winstead. I know even Owens had a little bit of trouble there. So very difficult track here at Iowa and in the truck. So you guys did a great job keeping it green and clean race, man. So congrats on making it 8. And are you looking forward to Texas?
Texas and New Hampshire are probably the 2 that I'm most looking forward to in this chase.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was telling the fans here, New Hampshire is the one I'm looking forward to broadcasting. I like Texas a lot. New Hampshire's gonna be a fun one, and in Phoenix, I like all these tracks coming up, except Kentucky. Not a fan of Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about that being the championship race.
You just gotta practice more. That's all it takes, man. I mean, you know, just a couple hundred laps here and there, you'll be fine. All right, Patrick. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you guys being out here tonight. I'm gonna get Joseph in here, but before we let you go, any parting words or anyone you want to say hi to out there?
Yep, got to thank my wifey for letting me race, CTN, MB1, Connecting Cure, you for putting on the broadcast, and the guys for putting on the league, and my teammates over at DDI.
All right, awesome, Patrick. Well, you and DDI looking strong. Look forward to watching you guys race there in that league. And until we see you next Thursday there, Patrick, take care, and we'll see you next week, buddy.
Yep, see you later.
All right, that was the 31 of Patrick Calgill. Let's bring in our second place finisher, Joseph Fulpis. We got Joseph in the booth. Joseph was one of the first cars to try to undercut there on that last stage to try to get close to Matt. And he did. He got about 2 seconds, and that's about as close as he got to Matt Tucker. He's a mother Tucker, Joe. He was untouchable today.
Yeah, things the first half of the race, things just didn't go the right way in order to position myself where I needed to be to make everything work in the second half. Pretty much, it all started with me messing up in qualifying. It's kind of crazy how qualifying has a big effect at this track now. Still trying to get used to the new surface and everything. This seems to be the vehicle I've picked it up the fastest. So I'm kind of grateful for that much. I still wish we were on the old surface, though.
Yeah, that's what Zach was mentioning, the old surface. I like them both. I like the old surface because you could run the outside lane a little more. So, it's a little more advantageous. Now you really don't have a chance because of that new asphalt. So I get it. I understand both. It's a good change up. You can't be running the same thing all the time each race.
No, that's very true. It's all about adapting though to everything, and that's kind of where I've been with the new Iowa. The old Iowa, I feel like if it was the old Iowa, it'd be a completely different race for me. I definitely wouldn't have started in 10th for starters. So would have been. The way I hoped they did, making the moves, especially in the first half of the race. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more give and take from a couple people, maybe get myself in a little better position a little sooner. Pit road entry, though, I was shocked how much time I was making up on that. I thought maybe there was the slight chance if I could get a good enough entry on that last pit stop, and then with the undercut on top of it, maybe I get out far enough in front of Tucker to where I could hold him off. But unfortunately, I came out right behind him, and I'm like, as soon as I saw he came out right in front of me, I'm like, I know I'm not going to be able to hold him off, or even try and get around him to do anything. So at that point, it was just hold on to another second place. So I'm racking up second places this season. I think that's the
Yeah,
third
I
or
don't
fourth
want to hear
time
it.
I've actually.
I don't want to
I
hear
think that's the
another
third or
second
fourth
place.
time.
Yeah, you've
Well,
won.
that's-
You've won. You're good. I don't want to hear you complaining.
Well, I was just saying it's about the third or fourth time that Tucker and I finished 1-2, and it seems like if I come up short, it's to Tucker, ironically at this point.
I think you just got to wreck him next time you get close to him, and you push first, and then that's all you got to do. See.
yeah. It's easier said than done. I'd probably end up pulling a Danica, take myself out instead.
No, great job, Joe. You've been on fire lately in a lot of different series you've been in, so it was good seeing you out there. Undercut worked pretty well. Just Tucker had speed throughout the race there, buddy. So, yeah. Before we get you out of here, buddy, I'm going to get Matt in here, but you want any parting words or anything you got going on you want to let us know about?
Yeah, I'll make it real short for you. So, shout out to you for doing the broadcast. I'm so glad we were able to put that together for this season. Great to have you doing the live broadcast. Shout out to Swingle for making the paint scheme that I still haven't won in for him, the United Rentals truck. I will get that win for you soon. Don't worry. I know we're trying our hardest, and I'm just so grateful that we have so many great things going on the VRN side, and it's always great to add more stuff, add more live broadcasts, and big shout out to you for, of course, doing that.
Oh yeah, man, you guys do a lot for us in other leagues, and it's the least I could do to pay it forward in some way. So no worries, buddy. We all enjoy doing it. So glad to bring out the racing day, everybody. All right, Joe, I'll see you during the week, and if not, Sunday morning for the Bonfire Racing League. And then till then, man, I'll see you then, buddy.
Thanks, Kevin.
Got it. All right, that was Joseph Wolfis there. Let's bring in our race winner, Mr. Mother Trucker himself, Matt Tucker. Good evening, Matt. What a dominant win there, buddy. Did you just show up and dominate? Did you practice it all this week? How'd it go? How'd you prep for this dominant win?
I got home at 8:30. I hopped in. I set my stuff up at 8:50 and then practiced for 5 minutes.
Why, just lie to me next time. Just lie.
I don't lie. I don't know. No, it was really. I didn't really expect that tonight, but was just able to really control the bottom. That was really gonna be key. Tire didn't really fall off from my point of view, but clean air was probably key though. So, but was happy to get the win and happy to advance to the next round.
So that clean air basically is just like, or you can use your truck's aerodynamics to keep to help you with grip, or you're not fighting that truck. So that's why that clean air, when you're out front, you're just able probably to save a little more tire, run faster laps, and didn't look back. Did a great job. Those tires underneath your truck. Going into Texas now. Got Texas Loud and Phoenix. Do any of those tracks stand out to you that you like? Any of those stand out to you that you don't like?
No, I like all three. Probably my favorite one there is probably New Hampshire, just because it's kind of flatter, and I tend to do well on that type of track. So that's probably the one that I'll have circled the most. But the other two I feel like I'll be just as capable as to try and get a win as the other one. But can't really look too far ahead to the championship for it. I mean, you got other guys that are just as capable as I am of winning this league. So just got to try to take it 1 week at a time, and hopefully it all works out.
Yeah, I think it will. Wow, I'm looking at everything, and did Matt Novella not show up tonight?
No. So yeah, he didn't show up. So him,
Cowgill, spot, right?
Yeah, it was him, Cowgill, Babcock, and Fox. All, yeah.
Yeah, because because I think Steve, I think if Matt shows up and race, I think Steve Louie might not be making his way into the final 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I know Andrew Bolander was mad because he said he didn't want to race the next 3 weeks, so he has to race anyway. So.
Right on. But all right, well, hey, then Matt, you got anything going on, with your life, or anything you want to shout out or say hi to out there, or floor is yours, buddy?
Not really. Just appreciate you guys putting on the broadcast. So, it's fun to go back and watch the races. So that's what makes it fun. So hopefully it was a good race. I mean, we didn't have a single caution for incident tonight. So shout out to everybody for keeping it clean, and just glad that got another win.
Yeah, you guys tried to. A couple early guys losing. I was going to ask you too about the exit off of 4, guys losing control. Is that just too much throttle off exit and having the wheel cranked with these trucks? I didn't think it would have been that loose. I mean, that slippery. You know what I'm trying to say? Like with the cold track temp.
I think so. I think it was just the way that also guys were exiting 4. So the way I was driving, I was kind of diamonding into 3 and into 1. And like right off of 2 and 4, you got that little extra patch, so that really helped me get some grip off the corner. So I didn't really have to not like pedal the car as much as what some other guys were probably doing. So if you got your left side tires like on that little gray patch and then back onto the black, it really had grip off the corners. So I feel like that may be where I had my advantage tonight. I mean, that who knows, but. That's what really was helping me on the longer run, at least. On the shorter run, I feel like Kyle Lanot and David were really good. I mean, it took me a while to get around David at the start of the race, but it was all fun and battle.
How do your senses about you, like that close battle and not driving the truck and stuff? I feel like, from my point of view, when you're up there racing, takes a lot of like self-discipline to just keep running your line and not get caught up racing someone side by side, but minding yourself like, hey, just stay disciplined? Or is it more about, no, I just race in the moment, I'm trying to beat that, I'm trying to pass him as hard as I can?
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, when I'm racing, I'm more looking at the guy behind me, seeing where I'm just trying to manage gaps. So I don't really, I just let kind of, I guess, muscle memory do the work, but I'm more paying attention to I guess my competitors than myself. So, but yeah, I don't really know. I have my head's so big, it's got so much stuff in it. So,
right on. Well, Matt, congrats again on the win. I think you're going to pick up a couple playoff points to put in your bucket to go into the next round to make it to the round of 4. So looks like you're in a good spot. Especially with this momentum. So good luck going into next week, and we'll see you at Texas, buddy.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Got it. That was Mr. Matt Tucker. He's a mother trucker in the number 25. Pretty sure it's 25. Yes, Matt.
25.
25. I feel like I'm in so different many leagues and series. There's so many guys. I'm like, I got numbers mixed up.
I don't know. I'm 66 in this league and one. I don't know.
There you go.
Whatever.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one.
Have a great night, buddy.
Yeah, you too.
All right, that was Mr. Matt Tucker. We appreciate him. Everyone out there, I know we don't have any viewers, but if you're watching this at the end, listen to the end of the broadcast. Remember, BRN drive for 500. We hit 150 subscribers tonight, so thank you to each one and every one of you. If you know anyone that likes iRacing, likes broadcasting, wants to be a part of this league, let them know about us. Tell them hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get 500 subscriptions there by February 14th of next year. That's our big Daytona 500 race, so be on the lookout for all that information. And with that being said, God bless you guys. Have a great rest of the week. We got holidays coming up. Good to each other. Take care, guys. Love you. See you next Thursday.